Hey everyone, Skylinks here, bringing you another video review. Doing another Batman review, and we are doing Batman Returns. As of now, my second favorite Batman movie. Very beautifully done Batman movie. It is the sequel of Batman, and this is, when was it done up? 1992, so 3 years after the first movie came out. It is the sequel, so you have Michael Keaton returns and Tim Burton returns as the director. I think it takes place like a year or two after the original Batman movie, and this movie is just very creepy dark. It's done in the winter, so it even gives it more of a Nightmare Before Christmas kind of creepiness. But it was a really phenomenally done movie. Danny DeVito shows up as the Penguin, who plays a very interesting Penguin, and a very nice Penguin. Very good interpretation. Where the Penguin in the comic books, at least for the modern age Penguin, has been really portrayed as a businessman that comes from rich background almost, or he at least gets money and he becomes a big businessman. Whereas this Penguin is portrayed as a freak that lives in the stores, that was abandoned by his parents because he ate dogs. Well, no, he did a lot of other weird things. And he's more deformed than he is in the comic books. In the comic books, he's just an old man that's chubby and small, and called the Penguin because of his nose. And then he has a deformity in his hands and all that. But Danny DeVito did a marvelous job with the Penguin. Marvelous job. Michelle Pfeiffer plays the Catwoman. And if it wasn't for Michelle Pfeiffer, Catwoman probably wouldn't be what Catwoman is today. Michelle Pfeiffer, I have to say, is the queen of cats. That was kind of stupid. But anyways, her role as Catwoman was very well. The suit was very sexy. She played Selina Kyle very good. Of course, Catwoman's background is different in the movie than it is in the comics. Of course, every comic book character movie is going to be a slightly tweaked different than the actual comic book, so you shouldn't really care much. But in this, instead of growing up as a thief and becoming Catwoman, she was actually a secretary that had near-death experience and was bit by cats and went crazy. So Michelle Pfeiffer played a very, very good Catwoman, and if she didn't play this Catwoman, the Catwoman comics probably wouldn't have came out, which they are kind of dying now. I think there's going to be no more Catwoman comics. At least that's what I heard. I don't read them. But anyways, that's probably the reason why they're not selling. But yeah, anyways, Catwoman, very well done by Michelle Pfeiffer. And she spurs up her relationship with Batman, who is again Michael Keaton, who plays a phenomenal Batman. Not the best Batman, but a phenomenal Batman nonetheless. The Batman suit is tweaked slightly, but on the whole, it still keeps a good look in it. Just look at that. That looks badass for Batman. Holding the grappling gun, or I think it was the taser he used. Overall, the story is very nice. It's very rare, not very rare, but, you know, it's very nice that you get a direct sequel. These two have direct sequels, and then the next two Batman movies have direct, they're connected. Batman and Batman Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, but they're loosely connected. And then obviously The Dark Knight and Batman Begins. Hopefully, there will be a sequel to The Dark Knight. Hopefully. From what I hear, what happens in The Dark Knight sets up for the sequel with Two-Face or something like that. I'm trying not to read up too much on it because I just want to be surprised with the Batman movie. By the way, I saw The Hulk, and that was a pretty good movie too. I suggest seeing it. Not as good as Iron Man, but it was a good movie. Back to Batman, anyways. Very good movie. The Penguin dies kind of creepy-ish. Really creepy. Batman, Tim Burton loves to kill off the Batman villain. But anyways, Catwoman seems to die, but at the end, obviously her head pokes up, and it really sets up for a sequel in this, but it never happens. I would have really, I would have really loved to see Michael Keaton reprise the role for one more movie. I would have liked to see that. And have another villain in there. But, doesn't happen. I don't know why. I really don't care. I'm over it. But, overall, this movie is definitely, as of now, The Dark Knight has not come out, but as of now, the second best Batman movie in my mind. Tim Burton argues and says that this is probably darker, but I definitely think this is the darker of the two movies. Very creepy, very creepy. And come on! Penguins with rocket launchers on their back. You can't tell me that's not awesome. Whatever. But yes, definitely pick up this movie, definitely watch it, but definitely watch this movie first so at least you know where it's coming from. But if you don't watch this movie first, then you're okay because this movie doesn't have too much connecting to it that you can't pick up on your own. With that said, I might as well move on to the next movies, okay? So definitely pick this up. Dark, great actors. You got 3 phenomenal actors in it. Very well done. Anyways, this is Skylink. I'm going to say peace out for now.